Welcome to our DIY easy card for Father's Day. To make this card, you will need some glue. A glue stick works best, but if you have gloopy glue, that's okay too. You'll need a pair of scissors and your card kit. So take all the items out of your card kit, put your envelope to the side, and look inside or in your envelope. You should find the card itself, your top buttons for the controller, and the Super Daddy-O in color. The Super Daddy-O can be cut out and glued on top of these letters, or you can use that as a guide to color it in yourself. You should have a red controller and a blue controller, and we're going to start out by cutting before we go any further. So your card has already been cut height-wise, so it's just as tall as this, but you need to leave it folded together and cut out this gray line around the edge of the controller. Do not go past here or here, okay? You're just going to go around the edge like this. Just like that. There we go. And do the other side. Start here. And go around. And so because I left my card together, now underneath is the same shape as on top. Okay, I'm just going to round out this little corner a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, so now that we've got this cut out, we're going to cut out our controllers. So you're just going to go around the edge of your controller, just like this. Okay, you want to be pretty close to that line because this is made to fit perfectly over the controller that you have on your card. Just like this. Okay, and now the red one. You could have done the red one first and then finished with the blue. The order doesn't matter as long as you're just following the instructions. Okay, there we go. And make sure you get this line here too. Perfect. Okay, so now just check and make sure that it fits nicely on top of your card. Okay, I see that mine has a little bit of extra white around. And so what I'm going to do is when I'm done gluing the red down and it dries, I'm going to cut that extra white away. So I need my glue stick, and I'm just going to put glue right on this controller part. Okay, and it says glue the red controller here. So I'm going to line that up nicely right to the black line. There we go. Good. And I'm going to do the blue one right away. So I'm going to add glue right here. And then take the blue one. And I'm going to add it right here. There we go. Nice, right against the black line. There you go. So you can see I messed up a little bit when I was cutting, and I have a lot of white edge here and a little white edge there, and maybe a little bit of white edge here. So try to stay right tight to the outside of your black line. See my red one here? I went a little bit on the inside. It's okay, we can fix it, but if you want it to look exactly like planned, you want to be on the outside of the line. I'm just going to take my scissors, keep my card closed together. I'm just going to go around the edge and cut those little white strips away. Perfect. And a little bit more on this red one. Perfect. And around this corner. Good. And just on top here. Perfect. So now my white is covered on both sides and it looks nice. So now I need to cut out my controller buttons for the top. Okay, so I'm going to do this in a nice straight line across the top. And I'm just going to cut out these little eyebrow looking shapes. You might find that it's easier to just go right from one to the other rather than hanging on a really tiny piece of paper. All right, now I'm going to do the bottom. Snip that and go around. Snip, snip, snip. Make sure you don't cut it in half. And I'm just going to go all the way around, pretend as if it went through, just so I don't have a tiny little thing to hang on to. We use cardstock when we make these cards, so it's a little bit thicker than regular paper, so it won't tear as easy, and you should have something sturdy to hang on to. Now I'm going to go in and snip it right here, and snip this one right there. And there we go. All right. So now you want to turn these over so the white side is faced up. And we're just going to give them some glue. Mine actually got stuck right on here. That's good. That means it's covered in glue, but you want to be able to get it off. Okay. And then we're going to take it and we're going to put it right on the tippy top of our controller. Right up there. Right on the very edge. Okay, and now we're going to do the other one. So my glue right here. There we go, lots of glue on there. And we're going to do the same thing and put it right here. You'll know which one goes on which side because it only fits one way. If you put the glue on the black side, you'll have white buttons, and otherwise it will be great. All right, so there's the card. If you want to use the Super Daddy-O that's provided, you can. You can go and leave it nice and rectangular like this by just cutting a straight line across the bottom and maybe a straight line here too. You could cut all the way around the letters, but it's very, very dainty, so it might be too hard. Or you can use this, like I said, and just make your S blue and your A blue and your I blue, your U, D, and R in yellow, and your P, D, and D in red, and your E and O in green, okay? But if you want to use this, turn it over, use your glue on the back, and then just line it up so it looks like you're going to go right over top of what is there. And then you just stick it down. Okay, and then you have a Super Daddy-O card. And so what you can do from here is you can color in you and your dad. So you can, if you have blonde hair, you can make them have blonde hair. If you have dark hair, you could make it dark hair or red hair, whatever you like. And if you want to draw your video game world, you can do that in the background. All right, and then, of course, on the inside, that's where you write a super special message for your dad, or grandpa, or uncle, or daddy-o figure in your life. And when you're all done, you can take your card, slip it back into the envelope that the card kit came in. I like to use glue right now. It's a little bit healthier. Put some glue on it, close it up, and you have a card ready for Father's Day. Thanks for watching.